If you've spent any time in fandom spaces, you've probably heard the name Hatsune Miku before. Do you know, before everything was canceled because of the virus that shall not be named, she was supposed to perform at a Coachella concert this year? But people might say she's not a real person, and I don't understand the appeal of Vocaloid and Hatsune Miku, and I am going to tell you the appeal for me and many others. Hey guys, it's Liv from Project Nerd, where nearly everything, including Vocaloid, is discussed. I've been thinking a lot, just because Miku just turned 13 this year, actually just very recently, and she was supposed to be having another world tour this year, and even in the music festival Coachella, so I just think that it's super cool, but also at the same time, people at Coachella especially, I feel like would ask, what is this? Voice synthesizers? What is the appeal of Vocaloid? How's it lasted and managed to be popular for over 13 years at this point? But before we get any further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and please hit the bell icon if you want to stay up to date on all of our newest videos. Alright, so hologram concerts, voice synthesizers. Why do we love Hatsune Miku? One of the main reasons that I believe that Vocaloid, is so popular and has such a strong fan base is that anyone can buy the software and use the Vocaloid voices to produce a song. So it's a great way to start out with music, and especially because the characters already have a fan base. And they can sing about anything you want, literally anything. Like, you don't have to deal with any real people, and with real people, they have limits to, how much they can work. They have limits to how their voice sounds, what kind of music they like, and also like dealing with people. I know there's a lot of otaku who would rather just stay inside and be alone. So, especially if they're not a singer themselves and want to still express all of their emotions, Vocaloid is a great way to do it. Obviously, the character design is another big appeal, especially to fans. Miku herself has so many different outfits that appear on stage, in the rhythm game Project Diva, and that are designed by artists and producers for a certain music video. The fact that they're cute anime characters and they have certain, recognizable traits like Miku and her pigtails that are signature to the look. Besides that, there's so much creative liberty into where you can get with these designs. There's really no limit into what you could. There's definitely an appeal to making art of the characters because you can put your own spin on it and it's still Miku or Luca, Kaito at the end of the day. As a cosplayer, I really love the designs and being able to choose from so many. And I could even make my own design and it would still be able to be a version of Miku because, anything that artists draw for Vocaloid, it is technically canon. There are so many alternative and fun outfits to wear for Vocaloid cosplay, and people will be able to recognize you for the character. You can be like, oh hey, I love your Miku cosplay, but they might see you and be like, I know that song. That's the outfit from Senbon Sakura. I love that song. That's my favorite song. And then you'll connect over that, mutual song itself. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but relating to the designs, there's honestly nothing besides the design and the voices of the Vocaloid characters that are actually canon. They don't have set personalities. Their personalities can be anything you want and want to interpret them as. So if you see Miku as a cute, bubbly, cheerful, Genki girl, then that could be Miku for you. And someone else, if you see Miku as having a lot of the same struggles and issues as you do, and you can project them onto her like that, and that's still Miku. You could even have, a punk badass Miku, and that is still Miku. Vocaloid is also not confined to one or just a few genres like actual singers or bands. Vocaloid, it can be any genre. Like, you can tune it and make the lyrics and sounds to be anything you want it to be. because they're not real. Yeah, because the Vocaloids, aren't real, they don't have a preference, they don't have a type of, style that suits their voice a little bit more, because you can tune the voices and make it your own. There are definitely songs that are inspired by traditional Japanese music, like Seasonal Flowers. We have dance pop songs like World's End Dance Hall, and we have, want something hardcore? It's out there. Electronic, rock, slow love songs, yes, yes, and yes. Another big thing into why Vocaloid, has such an appeal is that there's no one person deciding what songs are real Vocaloid songs. Any person that makes a song with the software are actual Vocaloid songs. So if I made, a Vocaloid song using the Hatsune Miku software on my computer, and I put it on YouTube, that is a real Vocaloid song. Even if I don't show it to anyone, that is a real Vocaloid song. I can just imagine how it must have been for some of these creators. They just found out their songs were popular and they were asked, hey, we'd love to put this song that you did and feature it in a Hatsune Miku concert. And you just wrote this song, for fun, and it just happened to blow up like that. I just think that's so cool. Lastly, the voices being artificial also have this certain aesthetic that people are drawn to. It can be pretty but robotic at the same time, and especially depending on who's tuning the software. So different artists, definitely, they all sound like the same, but also kind of different because of how they tune the software. And there can be some really interesting sounds and hit notes that you would never be able to do if you were human, and just the voice ranges you can get, it is so cool. Overall, Vocaloid is just super, super, super fan friendly, from anyone being able to buy the software, the designs, the creative freedom, and so many choices and types of songs. If you haven't listened to Vocaloid, I definitely recommend checking it out. And there's gotta be at least one song you definitely resonate with. I have so many. All right, today's question of the day is, what is your favorite Vocaloid song? Mine is really hard to choose because I have so many favorites, but I'm thinking Happiness and Peace of Mind Committee. That is a great song. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. We really, really appreciate the support. Also, we have an Instagram, which is projectnerdcss. Please go check us out there. We have lots of fun content. Anyway, I'm Liv, and this has been Project Nerd, and we will see you next time.